Alright guys, more breaking news today for Wuthering Waves. We now have the full official drip marketing for the 2.7 banner characters and it's looking really hype. Last night we got the drip marketing for Galbrina, and now for today we have yet another highly anticipated character that has just been officially drip marketed, giving us confirmation on the Lone Swordsman, his release in the 2.7 version update. So let's go over all the new drip marketing details in this video, and let's also talk about all we know on this character, like his speculated element, playstyle, weapon, teammates, and more. And remember, we're also giving away a few lunite subscriptions on the channel for recently hitting 25k subscribers. One will be given on this video. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and then drop one comment to get one entry, max one entry per person. All the rules will be in the pinned comment of the video, and at the same time, I'll be keeping you guys updated with all the latest WUWA news. Appreciate all the support, but now let's get right into it. So finally, we have the Swordsman drip marketing. A new male character is coming out for Wuthering Waves. That is quite a rare thing for me to say, because thinking back on it, the last time we got a new male character was in the 2.1 version update with the release of Brant, and since then it's been all female characters until now. As the 2.7 update, we finally have a new male character. And right away we see his amazing drip marketing art, yet another banger. We also have two brand new posts of this character to cover, so let's read over what it says. Alright, so pulling up the first post of the drip marketing, let's read over what it says. One strike to settle it all. A swordsman of cool resilience and absolute integrity, wandering Hulong alone. He seeks not fame nor high office, but mastery of swordsmanship and a life guided by high morals. Now I just have to say again, his drip marketing just looks so cool. Really like the background art of this, and also one thing I noticed is the thing he has in his hand does not seem like a sword, more like a stick, so that might end up being his weapon for combat. We'll have to see, but if he does end up fighting with this instead of a sword, then maybe him being a rectifier for him in order to use that weapon would make a lot more sense. But alright, now moving over to the second post, which is the video style drip marketing, which looks pretty awesome as well. Love the animation. But now let's read over what it says. So here it says, bamboo leaves dance in the wind, a light rain is starting to fall. He holds his breath, light bouncing off his sharp blade. He senses the enemy's state of mind and weak spot, and like a flash, the blade flies out. The enemy is done for. That is really cold. So one of my most exciting characters. I'm a really big fan of these type of swordman characters, so definitely a must pull for me. You guys let me know, are you hyped for this character? Between the two drip marketing that we just got for 2.7, which one is your favorite? Alright, so we just went over his latest drip marketing info. Now let's talk about what we think his element and weapons might be. So when it comes to this character, it's a bit trickier as compared to Galbrina. We got a lot less info on what he is. Luckily, they should be posting additional drip a bit later tonight, giving us confirmation on the element and weapons, and that is going to be for both of the new characters, but especially for the swordsman. As for Galbrina, it's pretty much confirmed by now that she's a pistol fusion character, but the official confirmation should be coming out later tonight, so we won't have to wait too long. But just to talk about the speculation in this video before they reveal it. Alright, so from what's been going around regarding his element, it's said that he is most likely going to be getting the arrow or havoc element. Now it will be between those two, but for arrow, that was most likely due to his green color design, but we all know when it comes to characters, they don't always match with the elements, so we might think he's going to be a havoc character instead. Now the same thing with his weapon, there's two options. It's going to be between sword or rectifier. Him being a swordsman, it's a given that he'll be using a sword, but with the early info that we got, he leans mostly on rectifier due to the new 4-star bypass weapon that got added in the 2.6 version update. We believe when it comes to these weapons, they are trying to match every new character coming out, so it seems he got paired up with the Radiant Dawn rectifier, as we think the sword is going to be given for Chisa instead. Now if this is truly the case, then this new rectifier weapon is going to be a pretty solid option for this character. We'll just have to see, but again, keep in mind this is just speculation before they officially reveal his element and weapon later on. Once we get that confirmation, I'll do another video tomorrow to do a full breakdown on this character. I'd say from all the characters that I have covered on the channel, I've never been this lost when it comes to the element of a character. I've seen Arrow, Havoc, and recently even Glacio for the swordsman. So you guys drop your predictions down below. What element or weapon type do you think he's gonna be? So there we have it, the confirmation on back-to-back 5-star characters for the 2.7 version update. Now since we got the confirmation on the 2 characters, let's go over the updated 2.7 roadmap for this video. Starting off with who are we expecting for the first phase of 2.7. Now since Galbrenna drip marketing came out first, this means she'll be coming out in the first phase. Galbrenna is our brand new 5-star fusion pistol user, and for the run alongside her, we have 2 expected options. The options are between Lupa or Cartefia getting a run in the first phase of 2.7. This will be the first time both of them getting a rerun since their initial release in the 2.4 version update. They are definitely due for a rerun by now since being 3 patches old, characters do tend to come back quite fast in this game. Alright, now to cover the second phase of the 2.7 update. Since the swordsman drip came out second, naturally he's confirmed for the second phase with a pretty good chance of us getting a Zani rerun. Zani rerun is expected because we got a Chikona rerun, we're about to get a Chikona rerun for the second phase of 2.6 alongside Yuno's banner. So it's only fair that Zani, a character that came out in the 2.3 update, will be coming out very soon as a rerun banner, and it'll most likely come out in the 2.7 version update. But one thing to keep in mind is the reruns are not confirmed, this is still speculation. But luckily for us, the 2.7 beta should be coming out very soon. I believe it's always a few days after the drip marketing, so maybe by this weekend, we should be getting the gameplay, character info, and whatever else is coming out for 2.7. But at least for now, we got the 2.7 drip marketing, which gives us confirmation on the banner characters, which is still pretty hype. You guys let me know, which characters are you planning to pull for down below in the comments? And if you guys did enjoy the drip info and character speculation, feel free to like the video, subscribe, put those notifications on, as plenty more will be on the way very soon. If you are also interested to see a full breakdown on everything we know about Galbrenna, then check out my latest video where we check out all the early info that we have on this character. But yeah guys, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.